When Word starts, it opens a new blank document using standard or default settings. Default settings control features such as the margins, the line spacing, and the character font and size. So by default, the new document displays in Print Layout view, showing the most common tools you'll need to create and edit a document. Many of the elements in Word window are the same as those as other Microsoft Office programs like Excel and PowerPoint, such as the ribbon and the quick access toolbar. Those are the same throughout all the programs in Microsoft Office. But there are other elements that are unique to Word, such as the rulers, and I'll show you the rulers in a moment. Getting to the ribbon, if you look at these are actually called ribbon tabs, and so you can click along these ribbon tabs and new menus will come up, new commands will come up. And so this home tab, this home ribbon tab, is where a lot of your formatting is happening. So your bold, your italics, your underline, your font size, your font style, any of your margin, center text, left align text, indentations, bullets, things like that. These are more commonly used, and so they're referred to as the home commands. So you'll definitely be using this ribbon tab the most often. And you can explore these tabs on your own and take a look, and we'll get into more detail about what's in each of these tabs a little bit later on in the tutorial. We also have what's called the quick access toolbar, and this is this here. So where you used to have the save, the print commands in the file menu here, now you have what's called the quick access toolbar, and so some of those commands that you use most commonly are right up in this corner here. And so you can see you can save, you can undo, you can redo something as well. You can also customize this and add more commands along here if you wish. Again, this corner, you should hopefully be most of you familiar with this. This is, again, how to minimize a window, and to maximize it up again, you just click back on it on the command line. And if you want to just resize it, or what they call restore down, so that you could have maybe another window open over here, you just click on the middle window here, and then if you click on it again, it will maximize it back up to the full screen. And again, if you click on this X here, that will close the program down. So up above here, this is called the title bar, and it will display the program and the document's name. At this point, I'm working on document 1, but as soon as I save it as a specific name, this will be changed to whatever name that I choose for the file. And this area here is called the document area, and it's the workspace where you enter text and clip art and other things that you want to enter. And you can see on the ruler here, there's a white space and then a gray space on either side. The white space is actually the printable area. So if this is called the insertion point, this cursor here that's blinking. So when I type in text, that's where it's going to be inserted. So that's why it's called the insertion point. And you'll notice that the text will only appear inside this white area. But if you were to insert graphics, you have to be very, very careful, because sometimes graphics will allow to be outside of the printable area. But if you want to make sure your graphics are inside the printable area, then you have to make sure it's inside this white space here, here, and here. Okay? Otherwise it won't print out. So it has to be inside this area here. So that's basically the margins of the page. Okay, so I'll also show you the scroll bar here. There's a scroll bar on the side, and if my document was larger, I could also have a scroll bar along the bottom as well, or if I had it in a larger view. So that's just basically going to scroll up and down the document so I can see what's below or above And then I also have the status bar at the bottom here. Actually will give you a word count. So if you're working on an essay and you want to know how many words you've written so far in your essay, it will give you a running count, a running total here. This will also tell you what page number you're on if you're on a multiple page document. Be careful before you print that you don't have a second blank document. So if you think that you only have a one-page document and it says page 1 of 2, then make sure that you delete some spaces and bring that back up to page 1 of 1 before you print out, so that you don't print out any blank documents out of the printer. It's just a waste of paper. Then we have at the bottom what's called a zoom slider. And this is helpful, especially when you're doing presentations, but it is also helpful if you have trouble seeing what you're looking at on the screen. So you could magnify, and you can also minimize. So if your eyesight isn't the greatest, you can magnify if you wish, and you can also see multiple documents. If you were working on multiple documents, they would show up over here. Or sorry, multiple page documents. So I'm also going to show you the help button here, and this is really a helpful tool if you get lost. So right up in the right hand corner there is a help button, so you can click on that and that will come up with Microsoft Office Word help. Okay, and it's a web-based help, but you can search through, you can get some extra templates here as well, but yeah, you can go through some tutorials. So it's very helpful to know where to find help. The view buttons on the bottom of your screen. So if you click on these buttons here, it'll actually change the viewing of your document. So I just clicked on full screen, so that will get rid of some of the menu items so that you can see the document all together in one screen. And then you can choose also web layout, and that will show you a preview of what your page would look like for the web. And you can actually save any of your Word documents as web pages, so it will code it for the web and you can upload it to your website. You can also change it to outline view, and there's different options in these different views, and we'll go through that a little bit more later. And then draft view. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it on print layout view because that's actually going to show me how your document's going to look when it's printed out.